Hey, what's up guys? It's Ariel with Ambush Lifting. In this video, I'm going through the first week of this 12-week Sheiko cycle. Now, it's been a while since I've done Sheiko, but I'm really excited to get back into it, get back into lifting. I recently maxed out and set some new maxes, so I wanted to see what numbers I could get after doing 12 weeks of Sheiko. This video is only for week 1, but I will be recording all 12 weeks of Sheiko of all my workouts, and I'll be putting them on YouTube for you guys to follow along with me. This first day of Sheiko starts with bench, moves on to squat, and then eventually goes back to bench. Currently my bench max is 100.25 kilos or 226 pounds. This is what I hit the last time I maxed out. Going off of that max, my lowest weight for bench is 52.5 kilos and progresses up to 77.5 kilos. All the weights that I'm lifting will be displayed on screen in kilos and in pounds so you guys can keep track of what weights I'm lifting.
The old songs.
As I work up to my heavy set on bench is actually feeling pretty good. I like to progress slowly on bench, take my time, do a lot of warm-ups to make sure that my shoulders are adequately warmed up for the weight I'm getting ready to bench. Here's my top set, actually looking pretty smooth. It's moving up and down nicely, I'm not struggling at all, which is a good sign for my first day back in the gym. This top weight is performed for 5 total sets. Now I only got to record 3 because I was having some recording issues, but I did all 5 sets.
I don't know what you mean, Miss Elsa.
Moving in a squat, I'm actually feeling kind of nervous. My top weight for today is 127.5 kilos or 281 pounds. Now the weight itself isn't scary, I just have to do it for 5 sets of 5. And from experience, I know that this is going to be a very exhausting squat workout.
It's been a long time. Some of the old songs. For old time's sake.
If you guys are enjoying this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you would like the video and possibly subscribe. It really makes all this effort worth it.
It's been a long time. Some of the old songs. For old time's sake. As time goes by. It's been a long time.
Here's my first set at that top weight of 127.5 kilos. To me, it looks fairly fast. I know that this speed won't last throughout the squats, but this first set actually felt really, really good. I just want to say that I think I only ended up recording 4 of the 5 sets, but I did do all 5 sets. I also want to add that I didn't actually end up putting the videos of me doing bench that second time in this video. You guys already saw me do bench earlier, so I didn't feel like I needed to put it in again. Overall, day 1 wasn't terrible. I did survive, I did sweat a lot, the workout did last 2.5 hours, but I made it through. Moving on to day 2, this is an all deadlift day. I just want you guys to know deadlift is my least favorite lift. I am very short, I have small hands, so deadlift for me is very, very taxing. This workout starts with deadlift, has some accessories in between, and then you go to deadlift from boxes. Now this is the first day where I had to make some adjustments to the workout. Knowing that my hands are very small and they tend to rip pretty easily, when I got to deadlift from boxes, I adjusted the sets a little, that way I could make it through the entire workout without putting too much stress on my hands. The deadlift max I'm using for this cycle is 170 kilos or 374 pounds. That isn't my actual max. The last time I actually maxed out, I was able to hit 190 kilos or 418 pounds. But whenever I end up training deadlift, I have to lower my deadlift max in order to get the most benefit out of it. Conventional actually isn't my go-to deadlift stance. I'm usually a sumo stance deadlifter, but I find now that I've gotten older that conventional seems to work out better for me. So during this cycle and in past cycles when I'm training raw, I've decided to do conventional because I feel that that has more carryover to my squats. After deadlift, but before moving into deadlift from boxes, I performed incline bench press, and then instead of doing dips, I did a banded tricep kickback. I did banded tricep kickbacks over dips because, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I like to do whatever I can to save my shoulders. Overall, deadlift went just fine, considering that it's my least favorite lift. After today, I'm pretty much just ready to be done with deadlift and then get on to Friday's workout. Moving on to day 3, I'm finally at the end of the week. This workout starts with a bench pyramid and then eventually goes into squat. Bench pyramid starts at 50%, progresses up to 75%, and then goes back down to 50%. Bench feels good today. Again, I took it slow, but everything went fine, and I'm looking forward to moving on next week. In between bench and squat, I did dumbbell flies for 5 sets of 10. For these squats, I'm expecting them to be a little harder than they were on Monday or day one, just because the weight's going to be heavier this week, going all the way up to 75%. I don't think I mentioned it earlier in the video, but the squat max I'm using for this entire program is 182.5 kilos or 402.3 pounds. My top weight for these squats is 137.5 kilos or 303.1 pounds. I'll be doing the squats for 5 sets of 3, and I'm really not looking forward to it. Even though they are triples, I know that they will be tough, but I expect to get through it pretty smoothly. Again, if you guys are really liking this content, please go ahead and like the video and consider subscribing. That way you'll get alerted the next time I post a video. As we're near the end of this video, my overall impressions of this week were that it was a pretty solid week. I was able to do all weights pretty easily, and I look forward to what I'm going to be doing next week.